everyone. Last time that we had art, we talked about different kinds of lines and textures. You made rough textures, smooth textures, all kinds of textures for your background, and then you added your dots and straight lines and wavy lines and zigzags and spirals and arcs. It looked like such a great party picture. So today we're going to learn about shapes. And you can make shapes with so many different things. You can make shapes with pencils, markers, crayons, colored pencils. You can even make shapes with tomatoes. So, or toys, whatever you want. So I'm going to take out some tomatoes and tell me if you can tell what kind of a shape I'm making. Starts off with the letter C, but on the other side it's like a C too. Can you tell me what shape that is? Goes around. You're right, it's a circle. Let's take some forks. Tell me what shape this is. What's that? A triangle. You can take shapes or any kind of thing that you have. You can take any kinds of things you have and make shapes out of them and take a picture. If you have a camera, you can do that. Otherwise, you can do the next part of our assignment, which is drawing them. So let's do a little bit more shapes with the forks. If I make two long lines that are parallel like railroad tracks, and then I put a fork on this end and a fork on this end, what shape is that? Did you say a rectangle? You're right. But if I use my tomatoes, see if they don't roll away, and I make one side 3 tomatoes, the other side 3 tomatoes, and my sides 3 tomatoes. What shape do I have there? Did you say a square? You're right, it's a square. If I put forks on the outside, I have another square outside of my tomatoes. So now I'll put everything away. And I'm going to start with drawing my shapes. This time I'm going to draw them. And I forgot to get my pencil out. Can you get my pencil? Oh, I forgot my pencil. I'll just start with the markers. And put a book under it so I don't get it on the tablecloth. So I'm going to start with the left side. And you want to make about 6 shapes. It's like a C, and then do the right side, like another C, and that makes a circle. To make my triangle, make them pretty big because we're going to put patterns in them. I'm going to put a dot for like the, see if you're looking at it upside down, top of a mountain, and then 2 dots for the bottom of the mountain, and connect it. And it's a triangle. Then you can use dots too. For a square, I can put a dot and about the same distance away, put dots and connect them. Make them the same, like two straight lines, one length, the same length, and then two straight lines down here. But my rectangle is going to have longer lines. One long line, two long lines, one in the top, one in the bottom. And then my sides will be the short lines. Now let's try the challenging diamond. So it's kind of like the triangle. I put my 3 dots like the triangle, and then opposite the tippy top, put one at the bottom in the middle, and then connect them. So make like a triangle, but then instead of making the bottom of the triangle, go to that middle dot to make your diamond. That's a challenging one, just try your best. And there's one more shape, which is like an egg. It's like a long circle. It's like you stretched out a circle, so it's almost like a rubber band. Okay, now I have my 6 shapes. I'm gonna make some patterns in my shapes. Using my lines, I'm gonna do a blue zigzag and then skip a space. Blue zigzag, skip a space, blue zigzag. But now I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna get another marker and I'm gonna put dot, red dot, blue zigzag, red dot, blue zigzag, red dot, blue zigzag, red dots. And look at that. It's all decorated with a pattern. A pattern repeats. I'll tell you a joke. Pete and Repeat were sitting on a fence. Pete fell off. Who was left? Did you say repeat? Repeat means say it again. Pete and Repeat were sitting on a fence. Pete fell off. Who was left? Repeat. Did you say repeat? This time you say it. Pete and Repeat were sitting on a fence. Pete fell off. Who was left? Every time you repeat, repeat, just like a pattern. Red dots, blue zigzag. If you only make red dots and blue zigzag, it's not a pattern because it didn't repeat. So red dot, blue zigzag, red dot, blue zigzag, red dot, blue zigzag, red dot. Let's try another one. When you make a pattern, start at the top or the side and go all the way to the other side. This time I'll make straight line, skip a space. Straight line, skip a space. Orange straight, or yellow straight line, skip a space. Yellow straight line, skip a space. And in between, do you remember what kind of line this is? Start with a dot, go around. Start with a dot, go around. Those are spirals. Spirals, red spirals. Spirals, spirals. So I have red spirals, orange straight line. 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 Red spirals. Let's try another one. Let's do purple. This time I'll start on one side and go to the other using wavy lines. So start at one top, wavy, 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 purple. Skip a space, wavy, 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 purple. If you make your shapes too small, it's going to be hard to put patterns in, so try to remember to make them big enough. And What other kind of lines did we do? We did dots, straight line, wavy lines, zigzags, arcs. Let's put in green arcs. Arc, it's like a rainbow. Arc, 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 arc. They go in between the lines. Arc, arc, arc. So I have green arcs, purple wavies, green arcs, purple wavies, green arcs, purple wavies, green arcs. Makes a pattern. Okay, let's do another one with orange. Let's do, whoops. Oh, let's do thick lines. I'll try this one. How about if I make an arc all the way across? Arc, arc, and then I do blue dots, wrong side of my marker. Blue dot, dot, all the way across, dot, dot, dot. Blue dots, orange arcs, blue dot, orange arcs, blue dot, orange arcs. Okay, let's do zigzags on my triangle. Zig, zag, zig, zag. Skip a space. Zigzag, zigzag, zigzag. Pull it all the way across. Then, some people like to make hearts. So we'll do some hearts. You can do any shape now that you like, since you've learned your dots and your straight lines. Oops. I guess if I color them in, it's hard to tell it's a dot, because I made them so small. They're hearts. Okay, everybody else, your turn now. Well, maybe I'll do one more. So I'll make a big arc. It's going to make our circle look round. Arc, or like a ball. Arc. And then purple dots. Have fun making patterns.